In a beautiful green forest filled with tall trees and enormous plants, there lived a little dinosaur named Dan. Dan was a kind dinosaur, but he sometimes felt lonely because he didn't have any friends to play with. One day, while Dan was wandering through the forest, he heard a strange sound coming from behind a large tree. Dan decided to investigate, so he carefully approached and found a tiny dinosaur, almost the size of an egg. Dan asked the little dinosaur, "Who are you? And why are you here all alone?" The little dinosaur replied in a soft voice, "My name is Timo. I got lost from my family, and I'm very scared." Dan felt sad for Timo and decided to help him. He said, "Don't worry, Timo. I'll help you find your family." Dan and Timo started their journey together, passing between the tall trees and climbing small hills. Along the way, Dan told Timo stories about the adventures he had in the forest, and Timo laughed and felt happy. After some time, they reached a large river. There, they saw a group of big dinosaurs drinking water. Timo shouted with joy, "That's my family. That's my mom and dad." Timo ran towards his family and hugged his mother with happiness. Timo's dad thanked Dan for his help and said, "You're a great friend. You should come visit us anytime." From that day on, Dan and Timo became the best of friends. They played together every day and shared many fun adventures in the forest. And Dan never felt lonely again. And so they all lived happily ever after in the green forest. The end.